Well, everybody, we're back with another episode of OKTAGON CONNECT, and we've got an absolute cracking guest on today. This guy's story is unbelievable, mate. It's inspirational. I don't even have words to say it because it's words can't describe the story this guy has went through, and it's an incredible story. And it's Aaron Aby, and he's going to be on the podcast today. He's fighting on January 27th in Newcastle against Christopher Daniel. Obviously you've seen what happened in his last fight for the flyweight title. It didn't go his way, but it went for the doctor stoppage and a cut in the eye. But like, we all wanted to see the rematch, but we're not getting it. We're getting him versus Christopher Daniel in Newcastle, and we got to get him on the podcast. We've got to see why that fight isn't happening. So, everybody, we're going to welcome in Aaron now. I'm going to get Aaron in now into the studio. And welcome. How you doing, Aaron?
Hi, I'm all right, mate. Yourself?
I'm doing well. How did Christmas go for you?
It went good, to be fair. It doesn't really, I still train all the way through it and stuff, but it's nice to have like a bit of time off just to see the family and do not rush around as much. But yeah, mate, I cracked on as normal, hoping for this fight in January.
Yeah, but the big question is, mate, how did the Christmas dinner go? Did you have to take the spuds out? Was it just turkey and Brussels sprout?
I can eat pretty normal, to be fair. It's probably helped a little bit because I am a small flyweight. So just having like some extra Christmas food to help keep my weight up ready, because it's been something I've been working on since I wasn't too well and I had to have chemo and stuff. I went down to like 47 kilograms. So since then I've been like just every fight trying to get a bit heavier. So it's actually helped having Christmas.
Helped getting it in.
Yeah.
How did see, even with like, I know obviously you've got a great team behind you, but like obviously at Christmas people are looking to spend time with family and stuff. So how's your training been over Christmas? Is it everyone's been chipping in? You got a big fight coming up, or like has it been going well? Is it just the same?
Yeah, I'm fortunate. I've got like a close knit team around me. Obviously we they had Christmas Day off, but I managed to get like some S&C in with one of the other boys who wanted to train. They've all been great. I've done camps with other people over Christmas before if they had a fight coming up. So people will chip away. Obviously, Corey's on the card as well.
That's right.
So we've been able to train as normal, almost a little bit of an advantage as well. Only having like maybe two guys who've got a fight coming up where you can get a lot of individualized prep and stuff as well. And like I said, normally I'm training, I'm coaching, I'm non-stop. With the gym being a bit quieter over Christmas, it's allowed me to have a bit more rest in between the sessions and everything.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. So then you actually had more rest, and it probably did suit you more. That's actually I was thinking of it in a negative way, so it's actually in a positive.
Yeah, like obviously Corey hasn't experienced it before, but with it coming up, we had a few conversations about it, and I said to him, it does work out well because I've helped people over Christmas before, and said to him, you get more rest time, more individualized work. A lot of the sessions will be based around what we need and everything. So it can end up a positive, yeah, mate.
Yeah, how's he getting on? For his camp for the fight?
Very, very well, mate. I feel like he's made like some big improvements over the past 12, 18 months, just like working on stuff that he needed to add to his game. And I felt like he got to show a different side to his game in the last fight, which shows the improvements he's made.
Was it?
Yeah.
Armbar?
Yeah.
I was very impressed with that fight. And obviously, with that fight as well, it was in Cologne, Germany, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Cologne, Germany, and Dennis had a big crowd there, and he went and did really well because all his other pro fights have been on UKFC, and then he's thrown in front of like 20,000 people as the away fighter. So no, he performed and showed how he's been improving.
Yeah, no, it was an impressive finish because your man did come at him and he was able to withstand the pressure and then get that armbar. I thought was very slick. But even with that, like, what did you think of the crowd? You know, because it was a record-breaking crowd, I'm pretty sure.
Amazing, mate.
Yeah.
I've been told about. Obviously, I've been friends with Jonas for a long time, and he's always told me about the fans of Octagon and how great they are. And I've since signing for the show, I've got to see it, but that was like a big night in Germany, 20,000 people there, and the fans were fantastic. Even with Corey after the fight, he's obviously gone in there. He's beat their hometown guy, and they were respectful, clapping him. Even speaking to his family in the crowd and everything. And it was amazing. And I felt like they were educated fans as well. Like some of the grappling exchanges they'd be cheering for and stuff. It was really good.
Yeah, you get different crowds with Europe to Germany, when England and Ireland, it's a bit of a different crowds, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But they were good, and that's what I mean. I feel like I'm hoping we can use the UK to bring what they had in Cologne, Germany, back over here eventually. Obviously, it's only going to be the second show in the UK now for Octagon, but obviously if like what you're doing and the guys are doing, and hopefully people like me can help build it, and we can make it the same as it is in all the other countries in the UK eventually, because MMA is big over here, as you know yourself, mate. And I feel like we need to make them experience Octagon and how special of a show it is.
Yeah, definitely. And look, it's a quick turnaround for yourself. What was that? That was November the 4th in Manchester, the AO Arena, and now we're talking January 27th. So we're gonna just we'll talk about the Christopher Daniel fight after, because I do want to get into the Garcia fight and stuff. But look, I've just got a wee video here. I'm just gonna stick up for the fans just to have a wee look just before we get into it. So this was after the fight for the flyweight title between Aaron Aby and Garcia, and this is what Garcia had to say. So we'll get this.
I'm more than welcome in it. Like I said, I have nothing but respect for Aaron. It was a sad, unfortunate thing. If they want to run it back, you can run it back. That's fine with me.
So, look, I thought I was in the hospital watching it, for God's sake, but I remember watching and being like, you did look like you were winning the rounds. And now he's come out, and he came out and said after the fight, the rematch was going to happen. Can you tell us what happened and why there is no rematch between you?
I can't really, because I don't think anyone knows. I said yes to the rematch on November 13th, I think it was. Just a week after the last fight, and all I got told, his team was saying that he needed some time to decide. He needed another week, and then he basically just went ghost, as far as I know. And he didn't say if he was, if he wasn't. He was just silent.
So you needed to get going, did you?
Yeah, like I'm a fighter, and like I've had 2 years out before, and I want to be active and competing as often as possible. And my thinking with the whole situation was, what happens if he doesn't come back?
Yeah,
where does that leave me in terms of the title race? And like they said, if he comes back, when he comes back, you'll have the rematch. But is he coming back?
Yeah. See, that's actually what the question I was going to lead up to. Like, so say you do go and beat Christopher Daniel in Newcastle. Is that the next fight that you're hoping for? Or do you think that's even going to happen?
Again, I do not know. That's what I'm hoping for. I feel like it's, after that fight, I was at PFL, I was at events, and everyone was coming up to me, is the rematch happening? You need the rematch. People like Dan 100%. Hardy, Aaron, I seen you fight. You need the rematch. it was what everyone was talking about on the scene when they see me. So obviously I feel like it's a massive fight that everyone
100%.
wants to see, but
Definitely.
I feel like I'm not in control of that decision. And what, I could wait around till April. If he's going to come back in April, is he not? What? And then I'm waiting again till the next time they offer it me, and is he going to do that? So honestly, it's been one of the most frustrating situations
I'd say so.
that I've had to deal with. Like I said, November 13th, I said yes to that fight. Like weeks went by without me saying anything, and then I even tried to like resort to a little bit of Aaron Aby trash talk, which is not the best, mate. On Instagram, I put up, like a couple of my guys made a few pictures and we put a few memes out, but still nothing.
Not biting?
No, not biting. So I just honestly do not know what he's doing, where he's doing. I don't think he's got the mindset of a real fighter. I feel like if I was him and I had that belt in front of me and I won it by a doctor's stoppage after being 2 rounds down on the judges' scorecard, I would personally be like, I need to prove everyone I'm the better fighter. I need that rematch. I don't feel like a champ. I need to get it done. But I feel like, he's comparing himself to his cousins, Sergio and Anthony. He's not like them because they wouldn't do that. And I feel like, for me, like, I don't want to, like I said, I'm not the best trash talker, but I was like preparing for a fight, going through Christmas, making sacrifices, spending money on my camp, traveling an hour and a half to training. And he just wasn't getting back. And I just thought that was disrespectful to another fighter to be doing that. So where will he be? What's he going to do? I don't know. But I feel like he hasn't got the mindset of a champion.
Do you think so? Let me put it like this. Do you think the reason why he is not taking, well, I don't know, because I don't know anything about it, but do you think the reason why he's not taking the fight is because of the way the fight was going?
The fact that he's not come back, I feel like that maybe he thinks he's going to go to the UFC or something, and he doesn't want to risk a loss. Like, I do not know, but I feel like all he could have said is he could have got back to people or his manager and just said, listen, I'm not going to be available. I'll do it April. But the fact that he's just gone ghost, is he ever coming back? And I just don't want to sit on the sidelines waiting for a guy I've got no control over, who hasn't even got the decency to let us know what he's doing. Do I want to be waiting? So I just want to, take things into my control. Ideally, I would have liked it for an interim title. But, if I have to go out and get another win, and then if he's back in April, I think that's what everyone wants. But again, what will happen? And now I've got to switch my focus to another tough opponent and focus on getting the victory in January.
Yeah, so fair enough. I understand, Aaron. I understand you want to be active, and we don't know what Garcia is going to do. So you would be looking to fight again and say, like, April, summertime, sort of, for the flyweight title.
I think OKTAGON are coming back to UK in April, which will work out well. Like I said, I want to be active. I want to be competing as often as possible, but I'm hoping I'm going to get the win in January, and if I do, OKTAGON are going to Germany in February. So, if I can, I'll fight then, March. That's what I mean. I want to stay out there. I'm always in the gym training. I don't like having weeks off after I'll take a week off and then I'm back to it. So I want to get back to work as quickly as possible.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. So there we go. Like, so now you're fighting Christopher Daniel. What do you make of him? I was looking at a few of his fights. He's good off his back, and we know you like to put them on their back. So, he's got a few good submissions. So what do you think of him as a fighter? Like, how do you match up to you against him?
I think again, he's good. He's obviously a combat jiu-jitsu champion. I know he's won a few pro titles over in America. He does look comfortable, like he likes being on his back. And again,
he takes it like, doesn't he? He will actually take it, because his takedown defense isn't actually the best. But then I was thinking, is he actually just allowing that so he can go to his back?
So I think you got the same thinking as I'm thinking. I think he's comfortable off his back, and like I said, some of the takedowns, I feel like he's accepted them so he can work his bottom game in jiu-jitsu. But again, I'm a top game player as well, so it's going to be my strength against his strength. And again, it is a mixed martial arts fight, so there'll be other areas in the fight I'll be looking to expose and test him in, and test myself in as well, and seeing how it goes. But if it gets to a position where it's me on top and him on bottom, I've got to be switched on. And I feel like obviously in mixed martial arts that the guy on top has the advantage. I've just got to make sure that I use it and not switch off when I'm on top.
Yeah, he is slick. He is quite slick off his back, like. But how do you see the fight going? Do you think it's going to be early, or is it more of a longer game, more strategic?
I always prepare for 3 rounds, or 5 rounds, whatever, to go the distance. I feel like, it's mixed martial arts, and there'll be systems that'll play out within that fight, and I don't want to go in there one-dimensional. If I need to switch up and play a different game, I feel like I'll be open and experienced enough to do that. But all fights start on their feet, so that's where the fight's going to start, and then we'll see how it plays out from there. But I'm well-rounded. I'd like to think I can compete in all areas with the best of them, so that's something I'll be looking to exploit as well.
Yeah, what do you think of his striking?
His striking, he's not really much of a volume striker. He's obviously quite athletic and looks to, he throws some big shots, some flashy stuff. But he doesn't look like he has too much of volume. I feel like, again, I do feel like he's more comfortable off his back on the ground than he is on his feet. But I just need to make sure, again, I'm staying sharp, I'm staying switched on, and I'm staying tight on the feet as well, and exposing my game.
Yeah, 100%. It's a great fight, and if you do get the win, I do think that the title should be fought for as soon as possible for you, basically. Yeah, is that what you're looking?
Yeah. Like, obviously I don't want to look past this fight, but the reason I've jumped back in there straight away, because that's what I want to work towards. I said it before the last fight, you dream of being a world champion, and I was so close to it. Last time, and I feel like, I've never had like the perfect run at anything or in life, and it's almost like sums it up. Like, I have to go and try and do something the hard way. Ideally, Garcia would have signed that contract, and it would be me against him in January. But again, it's not that way, and I've got another tough fight. And whether he comes back to give me another shot at it and really prove that he's the champ, we'll see. But I can only control what's in my destiny.
Yeah, but you're just the man for it, and you're definitely the man for it. So see, to be quite honest, I for some reason, the way you're talking here, man, I don't know if you will be facing each other again. I don't know, just something's telling me here. I just have a funny feeling. But yeah, man, like, I'm looking forward to this fight, and I hope you get the title shot after it. There's a few other fights on the card. There's the Manga and Carew fight. How do you see that going? You've trained with them both, haven't you?
Yeah, that's a really good fight, mate. A really good fight. Like, both are really good fighters, and different styles as well. Like when the fight got I seen Kivu call him out, and obviously Menga accepted. And when that fight got announced, that was one I'm looking forward to watching, because I've trained with both guys. I speak to both guys, and I think like it's a good fight, so it'll be an exciting fight for people to watch.
Yeah, I had Curry on the podcast, and
I watched it, mate.
Yeah, he's a good lad. Like he's very entertaining. So I can't wait for that fight. So any other fights on the card you're looking forward to?
Obviously Corey's fight as well. Like I said, I'm gutted I'm not going to be in his corner, because normally I'm in his corner. But I did say to him, it's going to be a good experience getting to fight on the same card as him, and share that experience together as well. So I'm looking forward to watching him as well, which will be a good fight. But I think it's a good card, when that Octagon are known for putting on good cards. Like I said, the Germany show was one of the best I've experienced, out of all cards I've ever been to, UFCs and Bellator's included, like the whole experience and the fights on the night. So I'm looking forward to this one in Newcastle as well. Like, I think it'll be good. I think the atmosphere will be good. Do you know how many it holds?
I'm not too sure. No, I don't have a number.
I'm hoping it gets close to full anyway, and the atmosphere will be great.
Well, they got the big fight between McGard and Cartwright, and I'm looking forward to that. How do you see that going?
So
how do you see that playing out?
That's another good fight again. Obviously, I've known Jonas a long time, and I've known Jack, and I've, both got respect for both guys, and I feel like they've both got really good skill sets. And it's one of them, like, one day you're telling yourself one person will win, the next day you're thinking the other person will win. So I think that's again a really good fight, and the guys they're hyping up the fight as well, and it's worthy of that main event slot, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the whole card, to be honest. So I'm going to be over there, man, as well. So I'll get to see you. And man, thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, no worries. Are you getting back in there soon?
Yes, man. Well, like, obviously after that last fight, I got my leg butchered, but so I'm only started to train now. I was still training, but not proper grappling and stuff. So I'm hoping to get out in March.
Awesome.
And then because like, mate, there was lumps on my shin. Yeah. But I'm looking to go in March. So we'll see if that happens. And just have a big run in 2024, man.
Yeah, and Jack and they'll do another Challenger series.
I'll be the coach, assistant coach.
I reckon we do get Wales on.
Get Wales, yeah, dude. What we'll do, Wales and Scotland. Wales versus Scotland.
Yeah, put that forward. We're putting it forward now.
Nah, you listening? Get that on. But here, that'd be a cracker.
Yeah, he could even try and find a way to do Four Nations like the rugby.
Mate, you're on it.
Yeah.
You're on it. Get you doing all this.
Yeah, there you go. Octagon. Get that sorted. Four Nations Challenger Series.
Live on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Yes, mate. Well, here, look, Aaron. Best of luck on January 27th. What are we? 3 weeks?
3 weeks Saturday.
Oh, time flies, mate.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not long.
Yes, mate. Go in there and smash it, man. All the best, and go get that win. And then hopefully you'll be fighting for that flyweight title in April, like you said, or the summer. So, yeah, all the best, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Cheers, bro. Bye-bye.
Take care. See you. Bye.
Right, everyone. There we go. We had Aaron Aby on the show. What a legend, man. What a legend. And thanks everybody tuning in. Make sure you get your tickets for January 27th in Newcastle. You can go and see Aby. You can go see McGard, Cartwright. All sorts of fights on the card. So yeah, don't miss out. Go on the Ticketmaster and get those tickets. And yes, thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you all next Monday. We're going to be doing it every Monday from now on. So yes, thank you very much, guys. And I'll see you soon.